So hello guys, now let us see this problem in Hackerrank called Iterables and Iterators. Wow, this is a tongue twister in itself. So I don't know why the problem with difficulty is given medium, but the wordings are really difficult to understand. At the first when I read this problem, I also didn't get that what the hell are we supposed to do. So I'll just explain to you that what we're supposed to do. So first of all, input is 4, that is number of elements that we're going to take in. So these 4 elements we took it by using input dot split. Then this 2 represents the length of combinations basically. That is from these 4 elements, how many combinations of 2 can we make? One combination will be AA, then AC, AD, and so on. So these many number of combinations we can make, and out of those combinations, we just have to check if this letter small a is there in each combination. So if it is there, I'll just have to increment the count of a. So basically what I'm supposed to do is I'll just count the combination, I'll just make the combinations, every combinations, and I'll just get the total number of combinations, and I'll get the count of a. So when I divide count of a by total number of combinations, I'll get the probability of a, that is probability that a is there in that combination. So in this way I'll have to work on it. So without further ado, let us jump to the coding part directly. So I guess first of all we'll have to take in integer input for for n, and then I just have to take in a list. So I'll just use input dot split. So I got the list of elements, and after that I have to take in k. So k also will be an integer, so I'll just convert it integer input, and I'll have to use combinations now. So for getting number of combinations of that list L, I'll have to import Iterables. So import, actually instead of importing Iterables, I'll just from Iterables I'll import combinations because that's what I need. So from Iterables I'll import combinations. So I got combinations, and now what I have to do is I just have to I'll just name it, say L1. I have a list L1, and instead of list I'll tell you, first of all we'll just see combinations of this list L that we took as input, and how many number of the combination, that is k. So I'll just write k, and when we run this code I'll just take in the sample thing. Hold on, I'll just copy this thing. So okay, I forgot to print it. Wow, nice. L1, I'll just print to L1 so that we understand what is happening. So see, it printed this whole thing. I don't want this. That's why I'll have to convert this L1 into a list first. So that's why I have to convert it into a list. I didn't convert it first. I knew, but I just wanted to explain you why did we convert it into a list. Okay. So see, this is the these elements in the list represent the combinations. So from A, see, as I told you, AA, then AC, AD, AC, and so on. So total number of combinations are 6. Now for getting the probability of A, I'll have to check if A is there in each combination. So see, here A is there. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and here A is not there. So 5. So total number of times that A has come is 5, and divided by total number of combinations are 6. So the answer of probability of A will be 5 by 6. So that's all that we have to do. So you can think why I don't know the problem difficulty is medium. So what I have to do is simply print out first of all the combinations. First of all I have to count, right? So I'll have to count A. So I'll just write count of A. This is a random variable, so it will start from 0, and for counting A I'll have to use a for loop. So for any I in A, not A, yeah, L1 actually. So for any I in L1, so I will be a tuple now, so I will be A, so I'll have to again use a for loop, or you can use lambda functions as well, but I prefer for loops, that's why. So for say J in I, or instead of using one more for loop, what you can do is simply check now. So if A is there in I, so I is basically a tuple, so we are just checking this if this A is there in that tuple, and A is a normal string, that's why I put it in punctuation marks. So if it is there, then what I'll do, I'll just increment the count of A by 1, and let us print out count now so that we understand if it is right or wrong. Okay, so see, count of A is 5, so it seems right. So that's not what I have to do. I just have to print out count of A divided by length of the combinations. So the combinations is L1, the list L1. So now if I run it, let us check it, 0.8 whatever. So it is right, but they have told us to print out correct up to 3 decimal places. We can do that as well, but this is also right. But why not learn something new? So that's why I'm just doing this. So say P equals to this whole thing, and after that I want to print out correct up to say 4 decimal places. Then how to do it? I'll just print out in punctuations. I'll write percent and how many up to how many decibels. So suppose 4, so I just wrote 0.4 and f for floating, and after that I'll just write percent of what, so percent of p. So when I run this code now, let us check it if we get up to 4. Yes, see, up to 4 decimal places we got it. So it's okay. Actually, if on Hackerrank, it's okay if you don't use this 0.4 NF and all. You can simply print out P as well. So there's no error in it. But I just wanted to tell you all that how to work on it. So let us check for each and every test case now what happens. So yeah, everything is right. There's no error. So that's all for this video. Thank you.